Hello and welcome to Dice and Adventure. We are a group of friends who love to tell stories. We tell them stories with a very homebrewed version of D&D 5e. I am Matt, your Dungeon Master, and we are taking you on Daggaxarth episode 19 today. But before we get into that, let the players introduce themselves, starting with Em.
Yo, I'm Em, she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Xanthi, who uses she, her.
Hey, I'm Sen. Tonight I'll be playing as Morticia, and both of us use she, her.
Hi, I'm Mantiago. I'll be playing Dimitri, and we both use he, him.
Hi, I'm Kisman. I'll be playing William, and we both use he, him.
Okay, so last time we was all together, you guys went around town doing some shopping, managing to get a fairly good amount of items. You managed to buy a cart with some horses, got the horses shoed so they're ready to go on your adventure, and you just took time to do a lot of prepping. To the latter part of last time, we came back to your kind of manor where you're holding up at the moment, Alfred's estate, where Gladys was there welcoming you home, and Morticia took it upon herself to teach Reese how to learn some magic. Rather than teaching her something simple and safe, decided to teach her a firebolt. Frighteningly, Reese was very adept at this, and picked it up super quick. To that point, became a bit of a menace. And then started to say, once it come a bit out of control and she was being called out on it, that Morticia was just jealous that she was better than her. Then you convinced her to go let Gladys train her. You took this time to prepare, which led to everyone taking a long rest. We also did level up last session, so now everyone is level... Seven, correct. Just testing if they was awake. So yeah, we will dive back in with sleep time. Everyone is asleep. So to begin, Xanthi, can you make me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Sure. That's a 5.
Amazing. Like a hand knocking at a window, you feel someone digging at your mind. And before too long, you hear, "Oh, kept me away before, but now you allow me back in. How are things?"
I'm not talking to you. Leave.
You know, that's the trick. Once I've worked my way in, you're never really sure if your actions are your own from that point on. Or have I just been controlling everything you've done past the point of being given entry? It's interesting when you think of things like that. Have you thought more of our deal?
I have a counter proposal for you.
Oh, bargains? I'm all about bargains.
I will convince my group to leave, and we will no longer be a thorn in your side.
Interesting. Giving up on your sisters to save your newfound...
As long as you promise no further harm to them.
I'm a bargaining man. How about I sweeten the pot? Should you and your friends ever step foot in the city again, without my say-so, let's just say I've got more of that destructive kind of magic that cost Sandria her life.
Very well.
Ha! We have a bargain.
Not step foot in this city again.
Ah, I do like it when everyone's on the same page. Makes my life all that easier. If you do ever need anything, just try and reach out. I'm sure I could spend some time for you.
And remember your end of this deal.
Of course.
No harm is to come to them.
Of course. I am a man of my word. And as this voice quietens down, sweet dreams enter your mind. Times where you was with your sisters training, and everyone one big happy family. As they fade into this muffle of sleep, the rest of your sleep is undisturbed. I do also need Morticia to make me a charisma saving throw, please.
10.
10. Amazing. As you blink and open your eyes, you find yourself sitting upon the throne. Many, many subjects around you. All now wear this armoured piece on their arm. It kind of like symbolizes the same arm as yours. Like where your arm is affected by the mark, they all wear armour clad on that arm. This armour extends into a gauntlet that extends into claws. You step off the throne to see a mirror. Looking back at you is a woman in white. Make me a religion check with disadvantage.
That's an 11.
11. Your mind sees this woman, at least you think it's Mahina. But she has barbed chains wrapped around one arm. This choker that extends into this face mask that covers her eyes. No other thing is visible, just this white robe. And just mirrors everything you do on the mirror.
What has happened to you?
Oh, nothing immediately to worry about. I've just adapted my ways, child.
Are you in pain?
Oh, yes, your dwindling faith in me hurts. But remember, before he was there, I was there. I walked you along the path.
Of course, I would never even doubt. My faith in you is unmovable.
A little birdie's told me that you have faith in him now, rather than me.
I can have faith in both.
True.
I love you, but I also love him.
Interesting. Whose love is stronger? If I was to ask you to bring me his head, would you?
Without a doubt.
And if he was to ask you to bring me bring him my head, would you?
Of course not.
Interesting. Exactly what I expected you to say. I'll be watching closely. Closer than I have been. Things are moving in quite interesting ways.
I am very happy to hear that you will be paying attention.
Oh, yes, make me proud. Do things I wouldn't do. Spark some chaos.
Well, I love to do it.
Good, good, good. The more chaos you make, the more your faith will be rewarded in my heavenly moonlight and your eternal glory. As the image of this robed figure, the skin that is visible just turns that crimson-like red of yours. And horns grow from out of this hood. And she goes, oh, perhaps too much of a glimpse. And like pushes your head back. And that's when your head thuds against the bedpost where you was resting. But otherwise, you come to, sees everyone else is still resting. And your holy symbol starts to flicker. Almost like a heartbeat. Just do, 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 do.
I will hold it in my hand, in between against my chest, and just feel it for a little bit.
Yeah, as you hold it, the pulse gets a bit stronger. Just do, 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 do. But then it slowly fades as you see the first break of morning come through.
Yeah, it was a little.
Yeah, so the first break of morning came through, and then the rest of you wake. And the morning is yours.
Time to go, everybody.
Everyone good? No weird dreams or anything?
Good dream.
I
Okay.
think only in D&D is that acceptable to say.
Well,
Gotta be honest with you, pretty boring night, but
Do you dream now? Like, do you actually have dreams?
it's more like a collage of memories that keep rushing past. Every now and again, one will focus, play itself, and then it'll move on to another one. It's really nauseating, honestly.
I think I prefer my dreams.
Yeah, I kind of prefer not having memories for some reason.
fair.
Yeah,
Not to get too into it, but the doctor knows we are leaving.
well,
And he's not gonna try and kill us on the way out.
Should not be a problem.
I feel like he wants us out anyway.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should go.
Yeah. If we stay, that's when he might come after us.
I still have those 2 weird flasks that you gave me, by the way. You know, the night that the bar across from us set on fire, you gave me 2 weird flasks. These little things, I still have them. No one told me what they were.
think
The
it's 'cause
potions
no
are
one
only
knows.
3 above table.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're the ones that you got from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about them. Oh, yeah. They help when you need to make sure people are telling you the truth, basically.
And of all the people, why was I giving them?
Because you're good at interrogating people.
Good at
You
making them
you
think.
ask the right questions.
What you're saying is, which isn't much, because I'm the only one that doesn't get sidetracked with what you're saying.
Basically.
You know, or one that likes to give people smiles, or, I don't know, accidentally setting people on fire. Can't really fault Xanthi yet. She hasn't done anything stupid in the middle of an interrogation, but there's time.
I hope to avoid such things, but you do seem a bit more practiced. So,
Well, I guess we're just leaving then. You guys want to sort out food while I get the horses and that ready?
Can do.
Which I'm pretty sure I know what it comprehends. It's going to be you going to Gladys, seeing if she can make something for breakfast. Yeah, I thought so. I thought.
I assume she's already in the
Yeah.
kitchen making food.
Yeah, I mean, the waft of like pancakes whisked through the whole house.
I haven't had pancakes in so long.
Oh, good.
One thing though, William will pick up the plate armor and put that on instead of the studded leather.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, just don't take long and just bring me some wrapped up, please, because I'm gonna, and he's gonna head off out and start getting the horses and carriage all in position ready.
Okay.
Hey, Gladys.
Oh, up already?
Yeah, we need to leave soon.
Oh, that's a shame. I've made pancakes.
So sweet.
It smells so good.
Yes, I've made some normal ones that you can add some lemon and sugar to. I've also made some jam-filled ones and some chocolate-filled ones.
I'll take one of each for
Yeah.
William.
And she's like, I've also took liberty of preparing you some cakes for the road. I know they're not the most nutritious things, but they might help if you can't find anything else.
Yeah. I'll be talking to Dimitri like, she's so nice.
She really is. Are we eating now, or are we going to eat on the road?
Maybe on the road. The faster we get out, the better.
Sure. We'll just grab a bunch then.
Thanks, Gladys. I'll be missing you.
Oh, I'll be right here, keeping the home burning in the positive way, not to the ground.
Yeah, be careful, Reese.
Oh, it's okay. She came to me all hyper last night and said something about magic, and I taught her a new spell, but I don't think it's quite sunk in. And then she comes over and just like, I taught her how to put herself to sleep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I thought she needed something to help.
Be careful.
Oh, I'm always
She's
careful.
a lot.
Oh, I've dealt with far worse and far younger.
Dimitri, you ready?
Yep.
Sandy?
I just need to make sure that the 2 I'm responsible for are going to be on their best behavior and say goodbye to them.
course. Should we see you out in the cart?
Certainly, I will not be long.
See,
And thank you once again, Gladys, for agreeing to look after.
Oh, it's no issue at all, really. Makes me feel useful again.
Well, it is much appreciated. I don't suppose you can point me in their direction?
Well, Reese is crashed out over there, and your other one, I forget her name.
Theo?
She's Theo. Was doing some push-ups in the outbit there.
Gives her a nod, and is Reese still asleep then, I presume?
Yeah, Reese is just crashed out, and as you walk over, she opens one eye and she's like,
Good morning.
why is it good?
There is potential in it.
I have a headache.
Well, make sure to drink up some water.
I think Morticia hit me in my sleep.
That does not sound like her.
I'm telling you, she was jealous because I made better magic than her.
Right.
And
Well,
when I
I'm
was
gone.
asleep.
You will behave for Gladys?
Of course.
Not set anything else on fire?
Now, they're really two different questions. I
I'm serious
promise
here.
not to set anything of importance on fire.
I think part of the trouble is that even something not important might catch something important on fire.
Okay, no fire.
Or at least under Gladys's supervision, okay?
Yes, she's very strong. I threw fire at her, and now I don't remember how I got here.
Well, let's not do that again, okay?
Yeah, but Morticia said I should practice on Gladys because she's strong. So I thought, I'll do this, and then I threw a fire, and then now you're talking to me.
I imagine she might have said with and not on, as in under her
Oh.
guidance.
But when we used to train together, we used to have to fight each other.
Weapons are very different from spells.
What about if I got a weapon that could cast spells?
I think the effect is still different.
Like a Reese's Sword of Fire.
I will keep an eye out for you.
Okay. Maybe Theo can make me one.
I would not be too surprised if that was true.
Yeah, she can make me one. And then when I see Morticia again, I could throw it at her to beat her.
Do not think this obsession with Morticia is quite healthy.
But it's not an obsession. It's just she has better hair than me, and now she thinks she can do better magic. So now I'm going to do better magic than her. And then set her hair on fire.
I think you might have taken that a step too far, but it is good to have motivation, I suppose.
Okay. So just set her on fire, not her hair. I got it.
Doris, come on now.
Okay. I will behave.
And we'll pull her in for a hug.
Yeah, she comes in, gives you a hug, and then she just whispers in your ear, just if Morticia learns any new spells, make sure you tell me before she can show me.
I will do.
I'm gonna learn a big fire spell.
I have no doubt. Until we meet again.
Oh, yes. Till we meet again. And she
And
just
then
kind
heading
of,
over to
yeah,
Theo.
she just kind of like slumps back down and she's just like, Gladys, I'm hungry. And as you go over to Theo, Theo's there doing push-ups. She's like, 99, 100. Oh, hey, I didn't see you coming.
Good to see you taking this seriously.
Well, we have a possible problem in the house. Potentially an explosive. So I
That
need to make
is-
sure I can run my ass away from it.
That is a good point.
But I do have a serious question with you gone. Or temporarily gone. You need to put someone in charge, no?
That would fall to you at this stage, yes.
Good. And can I discipline Reese when she does something stupid?
Not too seriously.
No, I was
but
just
that
thinking
is
a
in your
quick
hands.
slap behind the head, you know? Just,
We don't need to resort to violence.
gotcha. So just like naughty step
Just
like when we were
reprimand.
kids?
Maybe a little training, but yeah.
I'll make her run until she's sick.
If it is something very serious, you can do a lot of training, but let's try not to make each other beyond our limits.
And with you, me being in charge, do I determine what is serious and what is not serious?
I suppose that would lie in your hands, yes.
No problem. I will do this fairly.
If you would not mind also keeping an eye out for the rest of our watch command.
Of course.
I worry, but it is something I have very little control over, I'm sensing.
It's okay. I feel you're doing the right thing.
I hope so.
I think it's better to get some distance, learn. Then when we have the information, then we can strike.
I believe that
No, we would
we have
never
the
run in
potential to do
blind
so.
before. So why would we start now?
I look forward to seeing the work that you have done on Ethan, putting him through his paces.
Yes, he should. It should be. Should be. Okay. If he breaks down on the way, that's not on me. Means you're trying him too hard.
I think I should have the knowledge of how to fix most
course.
things, but hopefully I'll get him back to you in one piece.
I'm sure you will. You still have the sending stone that I gave you,
I
right?
do. Yes.
Yes. Just if you need anything, just communicate.
Likewise.
Of course, of course.
Perhaps it is best to say, if you would not mind sending a message at least every couple of days, just to make sure. Even if it is just, we are fine, everything is good.
Yes, I think I can do that. That's fine. How long will you be gone?
I'm not certain, but hopefully not more than a couple of weeks.
It's fine. We'll be ready for when you come back.
Gives them a nod and pulls them in for a hug.
She kind of like tries to resist at first and like tries to go for like, you know, the arm to arm handshake, but then just pulls you in for a hug.
Stay safe now.
They will do.
And then, heads back out to the rest, hopping onto Aethon and riding up beside them.
Yeah.
I think everything is good from my end. Gives a little look back to them. Bit of longing, but
Yeah. I would say at this point, Theo and Reese have probably come out to the front with Gladys just to like wave you all off. Reese would point to Morticia and just be like this.
In response, I'll put my arm on top of Xanti's shoulders and I'll pull it in.
gives them a little salute.
I think your sister doesn't like me.
Honestly, have no idea what is going on with that.
Like, I saved her life. I literally put her to sleep, brought her with us, and I taught her magic too.
I think I'm tempted to say it is meant as a sign of respect that she looks up to you as someone to.
Yeah, that's what I think.
She's not showing it in the right way. I completely agree and apologize, but I think that is where she is coming from.
Can you make her stop respecting me?
I think only you could do that, mate.
Yeah.
You've got to do something kind of heinous, though, for people to stop respecting you if they've got that kind of idolization.
I feel like she's gonna hurt me someday.
I will not let it come to that. We will, if it is still this bad when we get back, I will have words.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine.
You want to let it go so we don't accidentally pull her off as we go?
I mean, plus side, Reese might stop respecting you if you do that.
Pulls Xanthi off anything by mistake.
I can
Or-
do that.
Or she might think it's like more of a prank and respect you more.
And even more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, haha. Anyway. So,
Well. Yeah.
okay. So, how are you guys going to do this? Did you decide your route? Are you going to Saiban, then on to Magegrave, or are you going straight to Magegrave? You tell me.
To me, it's better to go Imperiums first, so
Yeah, I was thinking.
And then
Saiban.
Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Saiban? Okay.
Okay. William, roll me a survival check with advantage.
Okay.
can I guide him?
Of course. That's what it's there for.
That's not bad. That's natural 20 for 24, and then guidance 26.
Not
Let's
bad, natural 20.
26 total.
That's great.
So you did spend a bit of the evening looking over this map you had, and you feel that you've found a way to cut the travel down to 4 days to Saiban. Going by this route kind of goes a bit off the main road, so to speak, but it kind of...
The dangers should outweigh the time saved.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You're basically saving about 4 days going
But
this
just
way.
higher, just slightly higher risk kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
the risk will be you might have to rest a bit more with the horses, because it's going to be a bit, according to what you can see on the map, it looks like it's going to be a bit more, quote unquote, difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Um,
More like
Dimitri-
steeps and valleys than it just a normal
yes, correct, yeah.
paved road.
Dimitri, you should open your book and see if you can read it.
Oh, yeah, what's this book you got?
Well, it's supposed to be about your deity, so, but it's in another language, and neither me nor something can read it, so maybe you can.
I hope so.
Believe
you.
they called it the Great Flame Holy Book or something like that.
I didn't get the name.
Oh, amazing.
I can give it a try afterwards if you can't. I know a couple other languages as well.
Sure.
Right, aren't I meant to be teaching you deep speech? Like looking at Morticia, I'm guessing, sitting next to me.
Weren't you supposed to tell me one word a day or one phrase a day, and then I'll be learning?
Yeah, no, I just remembered that. I apologize. We have been slightly busy with Nuno trying to live. Me dying as well. It's been an interesting week.
How do I say? I have a little gift for you.
Fuck. Better have written. He's gonna hand you the reins, pull out his little notebook and write it, and then hand you the piece of paper. There you go.
I will completely mispronounce it. I'll be like, this.
Does anyone speak Abyssal?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so
Nice.
what you hear is the biggest sentence of obscenities coming from Morticia's mouth.
I think you've got all the phrasing wrong there.
I will practice.
Please do. Because I think I only got one word out of that whole sentence, and it was I.
Okay.
What was I saying?
I
I
have
have
a gift for you.
I have a little gift for you.
There.
In deep speech.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you said was abyssal, and it was not that.
Speak abyssal.
The deep speech or infernal you wanted.
I can learn the 2 languages.
Maybe we should have like
I will-
language lessons.
I will do the same. I will write same phrase but in infernal and pass on that one as well.
I will
Oh,
try.
I can help with this. I also know infernal.
Okay.
Perfect.
For this one, I'm just going to say just roll me a charisma check. Or performance, your choice.
It's the same.
Okay.
So that's a 13.
13. This starts off a little bit better. You manage to get out, I have a little, and then the rest of it drifts off into some untangible mess. It kind of sounds like, I don't know, just your head's in a balloon, just like
Close.
It was close.
I'm gonna be a pro in this soon.
It's going to take you longer than a couple of days to learn both deep speech and infernal.
Is there like an easy way to learn a language? Like, can I?
Yeah, if you
Is there
brought a
spell?
language book from, that place that you brought books from.
Well, technically, the book that I got might have some words.
I mean,
It's about the demon lords, so maybe.
just above table, I hope the book you've got's got words in it. It'd be the worst book ever otherwise.
Oh, it's flag.
I meant in those languages.
Honestly, I found just living among people who speak these languages is probably the most effective way.
So what, do you want me and Dimitri just to start communicating infernal? Like halfway through that sentence, you'll start doing it?
My interpretation of what she said was go back to your dad and live with him.
I mean,
Oh,
that probably would be the easiest way to pick it up.
Hey, Dad, you gave me a lot of powers, but you know what I'm really interested in? Some
I need to
languages.
learn our language.
Perhaps if you two are to speak in this language, you could point to things as you are talking to make the link a bit more clear.
Possibly.
Just a
Maybe-
thought.
Yeah, we can do it as like a fun side thing while we're
Okay.
writing.
We could try and like mix it, do like common and then infernal.
We could
Yeah,
make up our own language, kind of speaking of
Let's
mismatched
pick our own language.
We're not making our own language. You know how weird she
Oh,
was
I
when you
will
first
start.
met her. Please no.
I will start.
Please no.
Yeah. Too late.
Just in deep speech, we're so fucking screwed. Let's just stick with learning languages first, and then maybe make our own cipher.
Okay.
What about a language where you exchange like all the words in common? It's the vowels we exchange them for A's.
No. Because then if a word has multiple vowels in, they'll have multiple A's. The hour for door? What, like, is that what you want?
Dar.
That's what you want? We're not doing that. Anyway, how about you point at something, and me and Dimitri will try and make a conversation infernal about the item you pointed at. And then we'll converse it back in common.
Sure, and I will point at the horses.
Okay, just infernal. So these are both riding horses. They were, as you were there, you know what they were. You've got the names as well, and so on.
I do, yes.
Hopefully they don't get too worn out with the whole, stress of the rains and so on. Like, this whole thing's an infernal. And then after a while, they'll swap back and go, yeah, okay, so we were just talking about the horses.
I think you spoke too fast.
You're meant to be learning this?
Wait.
I mean, what
Or you want
did
us to
pick
slow
up,
down?
what you did pick up when they're speaking infernal is a great deal of, and it's just like,
A lot of hissing and stuff, yeah.
it's like, okay.
I will start imitating just the sound.
So
At least you get the dialect down, like the sound of it, but you're not getting any words out yet. You're just making a lot of hissing sounds like a cat.
To be fair, perhaps you could start a little bit more simple.
Okay, infernal. This one is insert horse's name here because I completely forgot him.
I have them.
Because I didn't write him down. I think one
If I-
spot,
Kitty.
It's Monty.
Monty,
Either one
and
of them.
Spotty, I think.
Spotty is, that's what I got.
Spotty and Monty,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we name it Kitty?
We're not changing their names. This is how they respond. This is the names they were given. And literally just both names individually, just Monty, and obviously I'm guessing the horse will turn its head and kind of just,
Yeah, just
and then see Spotty.
Spotty doesn't turn its head.
Can I go up and be like, Kitty?
As it's just walking, it's just like,
That doesn't mean it agrees.
It
just
likes
doesn't
it.
want- No, it just doesn't like you bracing your weight on its back while it's pulling a wagon.
William is very sassy today.
when isn't he?
Isn't that
You
not
saying
William?
You saying that to the horse?
I'm saying it to everybody who can hear.
Including me.
Yes.
Fair, okay, pretty sure this just standard me, but hey.
Okay. As you start to pull out of the town, I need you, one of you, to roll 2d6.
We're all one each.
No, I want one person to be
Oh.
accountable for both.
No!
Fine, fuck it, I volunteer.
We'll do it in turns. I'm assuming this is like per day.
That's 2 3s for 6.
Oh, you don't have to give me total, just single. So 2 3s.
2 3s for 6, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're getting the total anyway.
So as soon as you step out of Skargrim, you're going at a decent pace, and the road, somewhat muddy, starts to become more muddy as you just see a flash of light and the sky just opens and rain just begins to pour. This will decrease your travel efforts by 10 foot per horse. So I'll calculate that, and so that brings the horse's movement speed to about 40, correct?
It should be
I believe
50,
so.
because for the both horses, it should be 60 for the cart.
But they're pulling
So
the
it's 10
cart,
for each.
so I'm taking 10 from pulling the cart.
Yeah, you're taking 10 from pulling the cart, so the cart speed will go down to 50 instead of 60.
Yeah, correct. Cool.
Because it takes 2 riding horses to get a speed of 60.
Okay, cool. And as you're riding through, and you had a question, Xanthi, sorry.
No, I
Oh, no.
think that was
Okay. As you're riding through, you do see like some like kids just like on the side of the road, and they're just like kind of like horse, and then they're like, oh, shiny horse. Nothing too major as you make good headway on your beginning bit of travel. I would say with this, making it 50, 10, yeah, you're going to make a good first leg of this. I'm going to say you set off probably about 6, 7 in the morning. So for this first leg, you're probably pushing about 3 in the afternoon now. Are you, Skargrim's like far in your distance now,
Yeah.
like really far, and you just see nothing but like just what looks like ahead, the beginning of a forest, and just no tracks now. And this is where you start to go a bit more off-road. You're still like kind of aside by the road, but you're slowly starting to drift that way off-road. So
I think Xanthi would be going ahead every few minutes just to make sure that there's nothing that's going to potentially damage the cart.
Yeah, perfect. Give me a perception check.
Sure. 14?
14. Good enough. You do manage to see like there's some like really like jagged bits of like rock and stone that you do manage to get out the way in enough time. Caution is gonna slow you down but speed you up, if that makes sense. Like taking this to identify the path in front of you, it's going to be a bit longer, but obviously it's going to be quicker than the cart breaking and having to fix it. But yeah, so you do manage easily enough. Your first ride, apart from the rain that is just like pouring, and you know there's certain parts where the wheel kind of gets a bit slick on the mud, and the horses step at some point, and like instead of just like their hoof touching the ground, it goes like halfway up their leg. But you do manage to make very good time with this first half of the ride. I will need one more D6.
I took the first one. Don't look at me.
It's your time.
See? Okay, just one more.
Just one D6 this time, yeah.
2.
Okay, cool. And another perception check from you, Xanthi, as I presume you're just going to continue this.
Sure. That's a nat 20 for 26.
Oh,
amazing. So yeah, with that nat 20 actually, you do notice that there's this other cart just off to the side. From what you see, it's been there for a while. It's kind of like run down, old, broken, wheels not even connected, the back and everything's just like all smacked in. It's very kind of me to still call this a cart, as you're seeing this more like collapsing wood pile.
Futuristic barricade.
Yes, it's definitely something to that effect. Also, with your 2, Dimitri, the rain does start to let up. Not completely, but it's more that fine rain, so it's not really bothering you guys as much, but you are still getting quite wet with it.
You do get wet. Yeah.
I think Xanthi would head back to the group just to check in. It seems that there is a damaged cart up ahead to the side. I might go check it out, just in case I'm not back. I thought it would be worth letting you know.
Yeah, if we see
I
it, we
did
should
not
stop and have a
expect
look.
anything, though. I'm sure it's nothing.
Well, if there's any wood that's actually usable, just bring it back because we might
I was thinking
use
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful for traps, though.
It seems quite old, so I'm not expecting anything. She will turn her labrys into a spear
Okay.
and ride up to it. And from Ethon's back, just begin kind of poking through it and having a
Okay.
little look around.
Yeah. I'm going to call this an investigation. Sure.
Sure. -1. 10.
10. That's good enough. As you like manage to like dig through and poke about, you see some like rotten food, stale like breads and meats. You also do manage to find like some gears and parts of wheel that are in perfectly good condition. And like 2 of the wheels, they look perfectly fine, apart from the fact they've come off the cart, but otherwise they look perfectly fine. You also see what seems to be about 10 gold total. It's kind of split into like smaller coinage, but by the time you collect everything up, it's about 10 gold.
Yeah, picking the wheels and stuff up and then heading back.
Sweet.
I don't suppose there is room for these in the back of the cart?
There should be. There should be enough to. What? Only about 12 people should fit in this, though.
If not, we can fit them to the side or the back. Keep it balanced, but yes.
Maybe you can put them on
one
the
of
side
these
of the jacuzzi.
Yes, maybe you could put. By the way, she bought an oversized wooden bath for Dimitri to sleep in with water in. Sorry, we forgot to tell you this part. She's done this.
It seems practical.
Yeah. She understands me.
No, it's more that she just doesn't want to, deal with trying to make it logical.
No, there is fire which is put off by water, no?
You ever tried sleeping in water? It's horrible.
Perhaps there is some balance between. I don't know. I will leave that in your hands.
Am I the
assume-
only one that has a problem with this? Dimitri's all up for it, which is really weird. Like, if you end up drowning,
I told you
What are we
that
gonna
won't
do?
happen because there is gonna be a wood plank
right? Yeah.
protecting him.
If you want to build a stockade, put him in the stockade and then let him sleep in the wooden bath. That's more the gist that I've got, by the way.
What if you just put a sheet above the bath with the water, so if he does set on fire, he burns through the sheet and goes into the water?
You know what? That's a
But what
better
if
idea.
fires?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. No, that makes more sense.
Yeah, but also, if he fires straight up, what's the problem?
The trees will catch
No, we're
on
just gonna
fire.
we're just gonna make sure he sleeps nowhere that there's nothing above him.
Okay.
As long as he's close
Yeah.
enough,
Yeah, because last time I did shoot.
I will say, if any bandit group comes across us, sees a guy sleeping on top of a bath with just a sheet,
They're just going to be like,
and us like a couple of meters away in a car, they're gonna look at us and be like, "These guys are fucking nuts. Let's not do this."
What I can do is learn to sleep on my front, so that if I do shoot, I shoot that way, right?
That's not
Into the
bad.
No, that's not better because I don't think the water will stop the fire in time for it to, save the bath.
Yeah, I feel like you will just destroy the bathtub.
Oh. Well, I was hoping the sheet will be strong enough. Yeah, okay.
Let's think about this tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll deal with it when we actually stop. Oh, God. But I will stop the cart, so if there isn't enough room, we can actually just, fasten them to the sides to
Okay.
keep balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will read that book because I got distracted. Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I believe that they said it was in some kind of ancient primordial. I don't know.
Okay. I do know primordial,
help?
but ancient. We'll find out.
Okay. I'm going to say an intelligence check for you reading this book. Purely because it should be second age, but because it's ancient primordial.
Guidance.
Thank you.
You gotta love how that works. You can just see the guy struggling. It's like, here. Have some holy hell.
Let me help you.
The funny thing is, I think I also have it, but just, yeah, I do, but I just forget to use it.
I like it as a trophy.
I like it just to say that I have it.
Just a straight intelligence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's straight intelligence.
7.
7. Yeah, it's not so much set and difficult whether you can understand. It's more the case of you can understand the premise of this, being able to speak primordial, but there's some words that don't translate as well.
Yeah.
So it will take you a bit longer to read through it. So far, with going through the first few pages, it is depicting the birth of the Great Flame. There's a bit on there that tells you how the Great Flame first became a being. Then there's like a couple of breakdowns on like it came once from the aftermath of the Sundering, the primordial energies that were left made a flame that then began to burn ever so brightly. And as it crackled and hissed, from these droplets came the fire elementals.
Ah.
And that's pretty much what you start to get up until, you make one or two many mistakes because where you're trying to, in your mind, focus it, and it's just like, you know what, I think I need to take a break.
Thank you. It's a little bit difficult to read, being ancient, so it'll take me longer, but no, this is great. It does make me wonder if, because my mom was a fire elemental, and it says that the birth of fire came from the Great Flame, so I wonder if she was a descendant of that, and that's why the flames in me. It's quite an interesting read.
We will figure it out.
Yeah, one problem at a time.
I will also read a little bit of my book.
Okay, which one was that?
The one on the I think it was something about the demons walk among us or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, it was like a fairy tale because people didn't really believe what the person was saying.
Yeah, but a friend of ours was in the book.
Well.
Matakai, demon lords walk among us.
Yep. Yeah, so you start to read this book, and straight away you can tell it's definitely written from a fictional standpoint. And they make it quite elaborate, and it's, they really hype it up and make it far more enchanting than what your experience has been so far. The first chapter is all about Razogol, the demon of cures.
Of cures?
Yeah. And there's basically like a image of him. He kind of looks very sphere-like, apart from this part of him that's supposed to be his head has like this fleshy plague doctor mask fused into it. Giant wings sprout from all over him. He's got about 8 wings in this depiction, and like these dragon-like legs sprouting from this sphere, and 3 tails. Each tail has like a hook on it. Then it goes into a bit like, oh, beware the demon of cures. every remedy has a double meaning, and it goes into explain how he cures ailments and diseases, but it's kind of like a monkey paw when he does it. So it talks about this one person throughout history, Ray Spade, who basically wanted to be cured of this venomous disease he had. The way Razagol cured it was by killing him, because the disease was gone. He no longer had the disease, but he was also no longer living. And it just goes on to explain all about this, yeah. And I would say, with the light you have, I would probably say you get through a good portion of Razagol and like what it goes at. It just basically goes on to speak more about him before the light fades. And I would say you're getting to that point of the day, probably about like that 7-8 o'clock point in the evening, where it starts to get dark and where you've got to start to think about camping and that for the night. Unless you want to push through, obviously, it's up to you guys.
Do you guys want to do like last time?
Go for the horse and the babies, take it this time.
Yeah, I think just safer just to sleep together and to take watches.
Yeah. They're not workhorses like Alfred's were. These are ride horses. They'll get us there quicker, but they're going to need rest.
I can take first watch if you want.
Yeah, I'm not against it. I have a ring to talk to.
I'm glad you're within friends.
Well, considering that I have both inhabitant objects speaking to me, at this point it's kind of normal.
Again, I'm glad you're within friends.
Yeah, no, I'll still be like this if I wasn't around friends, you know that, right? Because I'm just that blunt.
Yeah, but you might end up in an hospital.
I doubt that. I don't think people have that much interest in other people's problems most of the time. And not just take there's avoiding route, it's easier.
Did you want to take a watch then?
I was taking seconds just so I don't wake up everybody.
Oh, why not?
I will take the last.
Okay then.
Okay, so what's the order of watches, Morticia?
Letitia, William, and then Xanthi.
William. And Xanthi. Yeah. Sweet.
Get yourself in the back.
Oh, are we trying that? How's this gonna work? We don't have a sheet.
Plank.
I was about to say we can take the top off the top, but we're not doing that because otherwise the rest of our sheet's going to go where if it rains again.
We could risk it. I didn't have any dreams or anything the other night. So I'm hoping it's connected to alcohol.
Okay.
We're not going to take the risk with keeping the rest of our supplies dry.
It's in the bath.
Once again, you don't have to do this.
I know, but I don't want to like burn. And I'm assuming we're in the forest. I don't want to like set things on fire.
Well, you can at least fill it anyway because the horses can drink out of it.
Okay.
And then if you do wake up in a ball of flame, you can jump in it, or vice versa. Me and Xanthi can throw it over you.
Sure.
Problem is that he normally doesn't wake up until the end.
Till it has happened.
Well, we're all taking turns on watching, so we're going to see him burn into a ball of flame. I hope.
Because I'll
You stay right in front of me.
I'll just stay in front of everyone to watch.
Yeah, I think we've got a good rotation here, because if you're the only one that doesn't go to bed, or if you're the only one that goes to bed, we can make sure you don't set fire to anything.
Yeah.
As well as getting rest.
Okay. Are you coming off the road while you're camping, or are you just camping in the cart where you are?
I guess we'll go until we find, like, natural water just in case.
Okay.
And then come off to the side.
When scouting ahead, would look out for somewhere suitable.
Okay, perfect. I would imagine you would find something, so I won't get you to roll for it. You'd be able to find a place good enough. Yeah. So as you set up camp, let's Morticia take the first watch.
20.
20, nice. The first part of your watch goes by quite smoothly. The rain completely stops at this point. And you're just looking around, and very quiet, peaceful part of the evening. Nothing happens.
Before going to bed, I will send a message. I will use a spell, use sending,
Okay.
to send a message to Willow.
Okay.
I'll be like, hi, hope you're well. We just left town, so don't come looking for us. It's pretty dangerous. We're going north. I hope everything is well within the inn. Yeah. Bye. Miss ya.
Moments go past, and you do hear back like, "Oh, good evening. It has been a long time. Hope you're keeping well. Inn is okay. It has appeared quite recently, in the randomest of places. There's a lot of dead things around, but such is the nature. We managed to restore the magic, and then it cuts out.
Okay, I'll go to sleep.
As before you go to sleep, you wake William up to take his watch.
Oh yeah, of course I would.
Yeah. And then I'll get a perception check from you, please.
Yep. 15.
15. Not bad. As you're watching, you hear thunder crack again. And you see, like, bolts of lightning. No rain follows. And you hear, like, the trees rustle. Like, and for a second, you could have swore you heard, like, wings beat. But your watch goes by relatively okay.
Oh. I guess I'll wake Xanthi next.
Anything to report?
I don't know if it was an owl or some beast that was slightly bigger, but some kind of flying in the distance. Or it could be close by. I heard some kind of, But apart from that, we had kind of a dry thunderstorm go over as well.
I'll keep an eye out for this beast.
Yeah, well, he seems to be alright. He hasn't burst into flames yet.
That's good.
Well, good luck. Like a little pat on the shoulder, and then going to sleep on the seat of the cart.
Okay. That then, yes, so Xanthi, can I get a perception check, please?
That is a 9.
Okay. So this dry thunderstorm that was going overhead stops. Just as this fork of lightning hits a nearby tree. And this wing sound gets louder as this giant blue dragon lands. Doesn't notice you at the moment. Just seems to
Really
be
slowly and carefully hand over people's mouths before I wake them and just gesturing to be quiet. Kind of whispering dragon to them.
Anyone give me an animal handling check? Or you can all give me one.
That's a good fucking point because the horses would end up going ape shit.
15.
15?
18.
18?
Also 15.
15?
20?
20.
Yeah.
So with the 18 and 20, you guys would know this to be a young blue dragon due to its sheer size. It's huge. Like, it's large, but it's not all that big as it could be. And it just kinds to be just looking around. And as you see another fork of lightning rip across the sky, a slightly bigger one flies overhead, and this one and just goes back up into the sky to join with that one.
Have they flown away at this point?
They're still hovering overhead, but they are realizing what they were looking for is not here, and they soon fly away.
Sorry, I thought it was worth waking you in case something happens, but it appears to be fine.
No, it's fine.
Good job.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure the horses didn't, can have a heart attack.
Just horses like
No.
no, they're a bit spooked, but like, luckily they were sleeping when this was happening. So if they were awake, it would have been a very different story.
What are the chances?
With all fucking luck, pretty goddamn high.
What? Why? Anyone know, like, the nature of blue dragons? Reason why they could be here?
Fuck, blue dragons. Give me a second. And do I know anything about blue dragons?
Roll me. I'm gonna say survival check. I think makes the most sense, or nature check.
Well, that's natural 20 for 24 on survival.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
I know! It's because we're not fighting! We're doing story shit! It's the only time the dice like me!
So, blue dragons that you know of are, especially these ones, they seem to be, on dragon scale, vegetarians of some sort. Not quite the same as the normal blue dragons of other myth. But they tend to hunt in packs. And normally they chase the lightning. So when a storm happens, you see them out they try to, almost like a leprechaun at the end of a rainbow with a pot of gold, they try to find the source of, like, the first bolt of lightning hits. Not normally vicious, however. Very territorial if provoked.
Okay, might have been lucky, the special type around here. They like to chase lightning. They seem to like find the original landing point of any storm when the lightning hits. They're vegetarian, so I'm guessing, at least from what I can deduct, they may be trying to find the original source of where the lightning hit so they could eat whatever it destroyed. You know, trees, vegetation, possibly that.
Okay.
But they seem to follow whatever massive storm like this, and we would have been fine as long as we didn't do anything to piss it off.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it probably would have just saw us and been like, oh, these little people are here. Not really what I'm looking for, and then probably just snarled at us and left.
Well,
Pretty cool then.
it was cool.
Yeah, don't think many people get to see dragons in the flesh and actually speak of it.
And we saw 2.
And we saw 2.
Did see 2.
They are pack hunters. Guessing it makes sense. With more of you, you can find where the original source of the bolts are, and I'm guessing the only thing I can think of why they would hunt the first strikes is obviously that's the most energy put out. So anyway, horses are not dead.
Wait, what?
So they would have got spooked by the whole, massive reptile landing and being, just aggressive in general, even though it's fine. Remember, these are prey animals. They have survival instincts, and 9 times out of 10, they just shut down when any predator animals are around.
They play possum.
Pretty much. Thank you, voice in my head.
No, that makes sense, I guess.
Going back to sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Sorry. I will note it for the future.
Nah,
The
you're fine.
dragons are fine.
No, you didn't know.
No, next time please wake us up.
Yeah, we would have missed it.
Fair enough.
I'll kind of join you for the rest. I'm a little adrenaline rush anyway.
Yeah, so I would say, Xanthi, the rest of your watch goes by quite normal. And you all awake to a very ozone-filled morning. The stench of, like, the thunderstorm, like, ringing in your nostrils as you wake.
Still kind of feel the electricity in the air. Jesus.
I don't like the smell.
Well, you haven't spent enough time in nature then. This is great.
Yeah, I'm a city girl.
Yeah, I could tell. Kind of hilarious since I think we met in a city, but hey.
Shall we go then?
Yep, I'll get them back in their harnesses, I guess. And yeah. Get them both comfortable and back in. And anyone else want to try leading them? Or are you happy with me just doing this?
If you're happy doing it, unless you want to teach me, I wasn't good at it, but
Okay,
Don't forget
Matisha,
to
you're in the
teach
back
me
this
the
time.
language.
Oh yeah, you can just harass us while sitting in the back. It's fine.
Okay. And I will start harassing them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. While she's doing that, I will have the map out and kind of help teach Dimitri how to, 1, read a map, and 2, manage horses.
Okay.
How do you say map?
Okay. And yeah, well,
Okay.
that's how you say map. And yeah.
Yeah. So as you start to teach Dimitri how to lead the horses, and you stare at the map, I need the next person to roll 2d6 for me.
A 6 and a 2.
Ooh.
oh,
Ooh. And a perception check from you, Xanthi, if you're still scouting ahead.
Yep. 17.
17. Amazing. So with that perception roll, you make sure the way is clear. And with the rolls here, the path you picked here at this point of the junction of the travel goes super smooth. You gain back time you would have lost throughout the course of yesterday, and you're making really good time spending spending your time going through, but you make really good time. You're probably back up to now making it 4 days. Originally you did lose a bit of time yesterday, probably shifted it into probably being like 4.5, 5, but no, with today's travel you've made it to that fourth day target. But yeah, I would say you do that for half the day, then one more d6 from someone.
Sure. 2.
2. Nice. The weather as well starts to help. The sun now at its peak throughout like your travel, not beating down hot, but it is a warming sensation from all the rain that you endured yesterday. And it just helps with everything, you know, makes the ground that little bit more harder so the horses get more traction, so you can just drive forward full pelt. Anything you guys want to do while you're on the road, but you are making really good time.
Yeah, I've attuned back to the ring, and I'm going to try and have a conversation with it, see if it knows how to free itself.
Okay.
This other part of me that's trapped.
Okay. What do you
See if
ask?
it has a game plan. Literally, do you have a game plan for getting out, or will you smash it? Do I feed you something?
You don't necessarily get a clear track of communication. But what you do understand from the rambles that you pick up on, if this ring's dispelled, it should undo what has been done.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, need to find someone that could dispel this ring, I guess. Secondly, do you need something to eat? Do you want me to cut my hand or something so you can have... Because every second word is, I'm hungry. Could you just calm down?
But yeah, no, you don't get any more conversation out of it past the trying to dispel it.
Yeah, it must have been really weird hearing a one-sided conversation here. Just looking around to, like, the rest of the group, just like...
Yeah, why are you cutting your hand off?
No, not cutting my hand off. It was just, you know, give it a pull of blood to drink, but it doesn't want that, apparently.
Right, okay.
It is really pissed being trapped in there, though. Need some form of dispelling of the magic on the ring to free it. Didn't actually ask if it will return to me if it's dispelled. I should probably ask that. You actually going to return if I free you, or are you going to become your own thing?
You hear nothing.
If you don't give me an answer, I'm not going to do it.
Again, nothing.
Well, looks like you're living in there then. And it'll just keep the ring on the finger, but just wait for it to decide to give me an answer.
Okay.
If you want to do it, maybe I can help.
Yeah, well, until it gives me confirmation that it's actually going to return and not become its own thing, it ain't getting out.
What if it doesn't have strength to do it? What if it's dying?
God fucking damn it. You know, out of all the time for you not to make sense, why did it have to be now? Like, you couldn't have just given me some chaotic response where it leaves me guessing. No, you just completely turned me 180, like, oh yeah, it might be dying, so maybe I have to save it.
But it's a part of you, supposedly. Like, I don't want part of you to die.
Also, it is a part of you, so it could also just be messing with you.
Also, it's a part of me and I'm stubborn as fuck, so it might just be playing a game of chicken.
Yeah, but would you rather not play it safe?
Well, right now I'm technically normal, so it might be an idea to get it something ready. Yeah, 'cause technically, that's a good point. I'm technically normal right now. And he's gonna like lean over into the back, just go, hi, sorry, and just go through his backpack and pick out a couple of vials and be like, I'm normal right now, so just cut his hand and fill the vials himself.
Okay.
So just in case.
Maybe you should get an animal as well.
Yeah, we should probably get an animal as well. Maybe we do that tonight.
Yeah, let's hunt.
We could try that. Get an animal so we can feed and...
I don't want you to feed on the horses, though.
No, that would be a bad fucking idea. We need like a stag. I think a stag would be enough, if I remember correctly. Because last time it was going a couple of bandits. Stag should be about equivalent.
Wait, there were bandits?
Is the correct term, yes. Yeah, I think, Zev, you saw me coming with an arm and a
Yeah, I
goat's
think
head?
I was there too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That was after Alfred kicked the shit out of me.
Maybe. We keep... Does anyone know a way to like keep us safe from Hungry William?
Silver, I think, was the thing. But I don't think we have, unless we have coins.
We
Do
have
we have
some
silver coins? If we have silver coins, we might be fine, because I'm pretty sure that'll burn my skin, if I'm remembering correctly.
Dimitri, can you melt silver coins with your flame and like let's make a dagger out of it?
Bag, you're not
Only to
making a
protection.
weapon to...
Only for protection.
Protection.
I was gonna say.
Um,
Are you going to get the mold for the dagger?
I don't know. We can make one out of wood.
We can make one out of sand if we can find sand, because I have a dagger which Zampy gave me.
Does dirt work?
No, wouldn't really work. Sand is better.
What
You
if
can
we
compact
do
the sand.
this when we are actually in town?
I think that'll raise more questions.
is there like a beach nearby that we can go to?
Look in the map.
Fine. Look at the map.
I know I said it's a sandbox, guys, but geez, there is limits.
I am not looking for a beach. Willie will be like, you can find sand in a river.
Yeah.
Is there a big enough river on the way?
Not in the route you've planned out. If you're willing to go a day's east of the way you're going, then yes.
Okay, hear me out. We can make this possible. I don't know how much silver coins we have.
Let's just wait until we are in town and buy a dagger made out of silver.
Also,
then release it.
Not that I would ever rain on your guys' parade, but coins typically are not made out of pure metals.
We don't know that.
I understand that. I'm just want you guys
This is the idea.
as players to understand that.
We as players know that they're plated. Us as actual characters, we think they're solid.
Hey man.
To be fair, I don't actually have any silver. I only got gold.
So we can figure it out. Yeah, we can figure it out.
Would gold not work? Does it have to be silver?
Yes, I'm pretty sure silver's weak to what I can remember. I remember having a very... God, this is going back like a couple of 100 years now. Being very, very scared of silver jewelry because they actually put full silver in that stuff.
Maybe
Can you imagine putting on a ring and accidentally burning yourself? It's, well, in your case, it's probably very doable.
Yeah.
Holy water as well. Don't either of you bless any water.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Actually, that might also be a very good idea. Weird idea.
Yeah.
If you filled the bath and then said a prayer in the bath, would you then make the whole bath holy water?
I mean, yeah. You just have to say a very big prayer.
Or
Holy
like
water would also be another way.
can we just shoot holy water out like a cannon?
I have an idea. We put you inside of the jacuzzi. We say our prayer. We make the holy water. And then we release it. But it will be inside of the water.
Okay, but it's going to weaken me if it does come back to me.
But then we can heal you.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then we can troll you.
But what?
Because we have the blood and we can feed you.
What? Like trees?
You understand what I used to be, right?
Yeah.
I used to monitor it because I was in control of it. This is going to be something that's starving and hungry. I'm not going to have any control.
That's why we put you unconscious and then feed you the blood. Like
This
as
idea
you're
went from
sleeping.
being good to really bad.
Yeah, I think we just go back a step.
What if you never go back to what you were? Do you really want to?
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of. It was a part of me for so long.
But was it a good part of you?
I've done more good in my time that I can remember than offset of the bad that may have occurred.
It would be really weird if it doesn't go back into you, but goes into one of us.
Oh no, I can't do that. No.
So
Mahina wouldn't like that.
I don't know what that'll be the case.
Oh god, damn it!
How does the like your deity feel about like them?
You know, my relationship with my deity is weird.
It's
Like,
a
are you
sentient
trying to-
fireball.
There's flames involved. I don't know.
Are you trying to please him, or are you just like, nah, fuck him?
There isn't a pleasing. I think it's just more understanding of the flame, than having to please it. But I guess maybe that in turn pleases.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything that this party is complicated. I think we've got that on lock.
Well,
Me,
my goddess
You, Fireball.
says to give myself a little more chaos. So that's what I'm doing.
Your god told you to be more chaotic?
Yeah. She likes it.
That's very chaotic. That's fair.
Okay, I'm happy with the whole holy water bath thing. We can try that.
Yeah?
So now
Yeah.
it's 2 meters.
But
Yeah,
let's
let's
make
pray.
sure. No, not yet. Also, it's not going to have any effect on me right now. I'm not.
Exactly. So let's. Yeah.
Oh, God, fuck it down. But first, we definitely need an animal. Lovely.
Sandy's been kind of scouting for most of this time. I guess
Yeah, as we come
gets
back.
at some point.
Just to update you, we have a plan to make me back to what I was.
Okay.
Would you be willing if I give you some rope to go catch a stag?
Make sure it's big. Because it's gonna be very hungry.
Lots of blood.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
My people were more about harvest than hunt, but if it is something that you need to survive, then
Technically, you're harvesting the animals of the planet.
That's a reach.
yes.
Excuse me, I'm about to sit in a bath of holy water to make sure when I turn back that I don't eat you. I think that's also a reach. I think we're going out on many different boats right now and we're just hoping for the best.
If it is something that you need to survive, then I have no qualms with it.
I mean, I can go with you if, and then I can do the killing.
I will start blessing the
Don't
water then.
Kill it, because then it's going to leak, the thing I need.
Right.
Just
Do you
tie
want
it
me to
up.
cook it, or do you like it raw?
Raw.
Because the blood's still there.
What do you
Or would it-
mean?
Well, no, because I can burn it.
It loses its intensity.
Okay.
It also
Okay.
clots up and it no longer has the.
You're right.
Why are we?
Well,
Okay, let's just step back because we're going really like this is getting kind of like what the fuck.
Off a cliff? Yeah. Agreed.
no. But like, then they can make it like medium rare situation. So it's like
Just-
that
Don't
way-
cook it. Don't cook
Okay.
it.
Okay.
It's fine.
How
Okay, just,
much blood is it that you need? Could I?
that's why I'm saying about a stag.
So you're thinking quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't think the donations from you two would be fair or even viable.
Like at least 10 rabbits.
What if we started giving blood a little bit each day, and in
Oh,
a few days, maybe?
yeah, collect it.
I don't think you will go after vials when he has us around.
That's why I'm thinking stag.
Can we get an animal?
Does the magical decanter only work with water? Can we summon blood from it?
What?
I believe it is just water, yes.
Okay.
That would be one horrific decanter to start someone. Oh yes, it's a decanter with water. Why is it red?
I don't know. I thought it was like any liquid. Okay.
As
We have been riding this whole time.
yeah, as this conversation is going on, the day is slowly coming towards the end of this day of travel. Yeah, you've made good progress with the being able to pick up some of the pace and that. But yeah, are you going to set up camp for the night? Do you want to push in a bit further? What do you want to do?
No, we'll keep doing the whole camping when it gets too dark because one, the safety of the horses, and two, they're more race horses than work horses. So yeah,
Perfectly fine. And who's keeping watch for this part?
I can keep watch because I didn't keep watch last night.
yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to take another one if one of you two want to get an actual full night first.
I'm gonna look for an animal.
Okay.
Okay,
I will try and get some sleep then.
all right, not a problem.
Well, she does go to get ready for bed.
Yep.
She's just holding this sending stone, waiting a bit anxiously, I suppose. But yeah, we'll settle in for the night.
Okay. As you settle in for the night, who's taking first watch?
So, well, Tisha, you take first watch if you're hunting.
Sure, and I will actually cast Elevated Sight on myself.
Okay. And what we will do, we will take a quick 5-minute break here, and then we will pick up with Morticia's watch/hunting after said break. Welcome back. So we ended with Morticia taking the first watch / hunt for this elusive elk stag. Okay, so Morticia.
Yes. So I'm casting elevated sight so I can see from above.
Yep.
360
Okay.
degrees.
Okay.
So I will use it.
Yeah, roll me a perception check, please.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your
That's-
360 degrees vision into account.
So that's 23.
Nice.
Nice. What you do notice is two guys clad in armor rounding your camp. And with your total vision, you hear them say, when he makes his move, then we jump him. We take the cart and we run.
Are they north, south, east, west?
So these two, they are very close. They're within like 60 foot of you.
I will
No, 30 foot, sorry. They're within 30 foot of you.
I will immediately use sending
Okay.
to William.
Yeah.
And I will tell him their location.
Okay.
And I will come back to my own vision.
Yep.
And if I can already prepare a spell.
Yeah, what spell would you like to prepare?
I will use... I will just start with 2 arcane blasts.
Okay. Sweet. So they now are like, okay, when he makes a move. And then you hear one of them, screw this. And they're going to jump from behind cover and just be like, hey there, little miss. It's an awful dark night for you to be wandering alone. What are you doing, Morticia?
Attacking.
Attacking? Okay, so we're all going to roll initiative.
I presume William has woken Zanti, or would Zanti still be sleeping? Okay, cool.
Well, that sucks for them.
I got a 13.
13?
Same.
Same.
+1 to Dex.
I got an 18.
I got
Plus
plus
zero.
3 to Dex.
Did you get above 10, Dimitri?
I did. I got 13 as well.
Oh,
Okay,
Well,
so
I
it's
still
I still got that though. That's my plus.
okay. So William, Morticia, Xanthi, Dimitri.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for this one. Oh, cheeky. Okay, so Morticia, I'm gonna let you shoot off your 2 attacks first, then I'm gonna dive into initiative order.
$24.
Yep.
And an 18.
Both hit, yeah.
So that's 14. Oh, and that is 17 points.
Oh,
of force
amazing.
damage.
It's 31 total. Nice.
Stay away.
Yeah, so you and immediately as you do that, you suddenly get a sneaking suspicion on who this person they was waiting for is, as this third person appears in front of you out of your shadow and stabs.
Oh.
That will be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Wait. 14 plus 8, yeah, 22. All the dice. Okay, so that will be 7 piercing with an additional 22 sneak attack.
Okay, so I'm resistant to piercing.
Cool. So call that 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sneak attack is just added damage here. This one appears out the shadow, stabs you like straight in the chest. You just see this grin as he seeps back into your shadow. That's his turn. Then we hit off with William. So you've just had this send in like in your ear. Just about to settle in for a nice night's sleep.
Yeah, I've got into the habit of sleeping on the seat of the carriage, so obviously hopping off that. Which side's Morticia on? A carriage or nearby? Like,
I would be out of the carriage.
Yeah.
But which side?
Depends on where the bandits were.
Okay, I'll hop off and I'll just go to Morticia's side. Will be the easiest thing to just face it that way. And I will hold my attack action if they come close.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be about it because I can't really do bonus action now.
Okay, sweet. That brings us to Morticia.
First things first, I will activate my flight.
Okay.
And I will fly up.
Yep.
And then I will arcane blast the 2 guys again.
Okay, one on each guy?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Was that the case for the first one as well? Okay, sweet. I misinterpreted. I did all the damage on one person.
So that's an 18 to hit,
Yep.
and that is a 19 to hit.
Yep, both hit.
So, where's my die? Why did I put it away? That's 15, and that is a little less. That's 12.
Sweet.
Both force.
Okay. They kind of like move back a little bit, but just like shake it off. Anything else from yourself, Morticia?
No, I will just stay up.
Xanthi, you're up. As like rudely being
Same.
awoken.
What seems to be the problem?
I would say
I'm being attacked.
I would say, William, if
I'm
you woke
getting out.
Xanthi up, you would be able to give like a brief rundown
Sure.
before you ran
Yeah.
off.
Would have been this whole, as I'm getting off, kind of like throw something in Zampi's direction to wake up and be like, we got gas.
Yeah, bit disorientated. Where is Mot? And then looking up into the sky, seeing Motish there. Right. Hopping onto Aethon and 70 foot towards
Yep,
the nearest
easy.
person. Yeah, okay. And bonus action, entering her fury.
Yep.
Kind of. I'd imagine she hasn't actually got her armor on at this point. Probably just grabbed
Yeah.
her shield and spear.
Yep. Makes
And
sense.
we'll
Sleeping.
take a couple of strikes at the first
Yep.
figure. That's a 14. And the second strike would be 25 to hit.
Oh, the 25 definitely hits, the 14 misses.
For not bad, 14 piercing damage, I guess.
Okay, sweet.
And yeah, that would be her turn, just holding the spear down from the back of Aethon towards them.
Amazing.
Actually should have advantage, so
yeah, reroll that
double-check.
14,
16? No, 19 rather.
Oh, that will hit, yeah. Do you want to reroll the 25 as well, just in case you crit?
Sure, why not? It still hits, but no, so that's
Sweet.
13 piercing on the
Okay.
other one.
Sweet.
And that'll be a turn.
Okay, amazing. That brings us to Dimitri.
How far are they? Where are they? Can we see them? Or...
Oh, yeah. They're about 30 foot from your carriage, roughly. About 30, 40 foot from there. Not too far. Because they were literally gaining in slowly. I'll
I'll just kind of shut to Morticia. Are we using them for our plan?
Just kill them. If he wants, he can feast on them later.
Yeah, right now I've got my stuff on. I would like it to stay magical.
Then that's the case. I will, if I can get to within 5 feet of someone, 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, you can get to one of the armored guys. Probably the opposite one to the one Xanthi. No, you'll probably get to the one Xanthi's attacking because that's the closest one. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way I can like flank by any chance with
Yeah,
something?
I'll allow it.
Aha. All right, time to test these new gauntlets out. Wing. That's terrible. 15 to hit.
That misses.
I do have extra attack. Okay.
Yes.
Try again. Oh, better. Plus. Yeah, 21.
Oh, that does hit.
They take 6 damage.
6. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then bonus action, I can attack with the other kind of polar arm
Yep.
master. I have that. I think no, that misses 14.
Yeah, that misses. Yeah.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay, sweet. After that, these two are now gonna start swinging. Okay, so the first one. Sorry, I just closed down their stat blocks because that was clever. I was like, oh, you're going to kill them too quickly. No. Yeah, they can make 3 attacks. Yeah, I thought so. So the first one, the one closest to you, Xanthi and Dimitri, they're going to take 2 swings on you, Xanthi, and 1 swing on you, Dimitri, with their greatswords. So on you, Xanthi, that will be a 26 to hit, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and that will be 9. So 9 plus 5 is... My maths is awful today. 14, but because they... No, they're not yet. Okay, yeah, so 14 points of slashing for the first strike. Second one will be a 18 to hit.
That still hits. Could she use a reaction to cause some lightning to
Of course.
try to block the attack, but it probably doesn't do the full impact, to reduce it by 1d4 and give them 1d4 lightning damage
Yeah, of course.
from her fury? So that's 3 damage, and it reduces this by 3.
Okay, sweet. So that will be... Oh, I've rolled max. 17 points of slashing.
Sure.
Obviously
Is
reduced
that
by
already
3.
minus?
No, I haven't minused it.
Okay, cool.
And then the last one coming at you, Dimitri, would be cocked, which would be 14 plus 8, 22 to hit.
Hits.
And that will be 10 points of slashing.
10 points. I want to use my reaction.
Yep.
To do Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, sweet. Let's go for it.
So dexterity saving throw from them. It'd be a 14.
With a natural 2, they do not.
Haha. Ooh, nice. So they take 15 points of fire damage.
Okay. Immediately you just see Dimitri turn around, just this instantly gets hotter and just this torrent of flame hits one of them. The second guy is going to close distance between you, William, and he's going to take 3 strikes against you.
Yeah.
Does
that mean I get to attack him afterwards? Because I held an action if they came close.
So it's up to you. You can take your strikes first. They do have a thing, though. If they drop below half hit points, they do hit harder. So I am giving you that decision to make.
I'm happy either way.
Okay, yeah, make your strikes first.
So 25 for the first,
Yeah, hits.
and 23 for the second.
Yeah, also hits.
Okay, we will do a normal strike for the first one,
Yep.
which is 11 slashing.
Yep.
Then the second one will be spicy. It'll be 11 slashing with... Let's do 3. 15 necrotic.
Okay.
For Sanguine Smite on
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah, just takes him just over. Yeah, so you guys notice as William takes his second strike, you just see like veins on his arms just like increase and like become really defined as he swings, like the blood from the enemy that he just carved in comes onto his blade and just increases the impact as he slices through. Now they will make their 3 hits. First one will be a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, because they are below half, they do hit harder.
Yep.
So that'll be 9, 13. So 18 points of slashing.
Mm-hmm.
Second strike will be a 22 to hit.
Yep.
And that will be 16, 19, 24 points of slashing.
Yep.
And last one, right? That was 2.
That's 2, yeah,
Yep,
you're on the last one now.
Is a 15 to hit?
Nope.
Nope. Sweet. So yeah, that will end their turns. That brings us back to our shadow friend. I'm gonna have to do it fairly. Yep. Dimitri, out of your shadow, this figure appears and stabs you straight in the chest.
Hello.
And that will be a 19 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
So that will be 7 points slashing plus 10 points of sneak attack.
Ow.
Immediately they drip back into their shadow. Brings us to William.
Yeah, I'm just going to take 2 attacks for the guy in front of me,
Yeah.
and we'll see how we go from there. That's a 27.
Hits.
And the second one, 22.
Hits.
That is 9 slashing and 9 slashing again.
Okay. Sweet.
How's he looking?
Rough.
We'll do action surge then.
Okay.
And yeah, try and get rid of one of them. Natural 20 for 28.
Okay.
Sanguine Strike get double as well.
Yes, it does.
Fuck
But
it, let's
just
do that
remember
then.
how many hit dice you spend, you only regain half on a long rest.
I know. So what I've got planned is I'll
Yeah.
have 5 for tomorrow technically.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to double that. So it's 10, 14 slashing and boom, 22 necrotic.
Okay. Yeah. Your last strike will probably take him under if you hit.
Well, let's see. No, that one's going to miss. Fuck it, I can spend another dice. So that's 11 so far. That ain't going to fucking help. It's 13.
13. No, so this guy, he's like on the floor, profusely bleeding, very, very near death. But yeah,
Just fall short. Yeah.
Morticia.
So as a bonus action, I will activate my Infernal Influence.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll the d6 now to see for how many rounds it applies?
Yes, please.
So that's 5.
Okay.
And I will hold my action to cast Guiding Bolt for when I see the rogue
Okay.
come
Perfect.
up.
Xanthi.
So, nodding to Dimitri, let's finish this one first. And is going to strike down at them with a spear
Okay.
for a 22 to hit.
Hits.
Can we make this a hill strike and an armor shredding attack?
Yes, of course.
So reduces their AC by 4.
Yep.
And I think it's a strength save. Yeah, DC 16.
Fail.
So they're prone as well.
Sweet.
And yeah, damage would be good. So
I mean, I wasn't
is,
going to say anything.
4 from the hill strike.
Yep.
11 from just weapon damage, so piercing.
Yep.
And yeah, going in for a second attack.
Yep. So you have advantage and the armor class is lower by 4.
So that is 14.
That just hits.
Cool.
Oh,
For 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I think she's going to action surge just
Okay.
to try and get this one down. So next one, 27 to hit
Yeah, hits.
for 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
Let's make this one an arcing attack as well.
Okay.
So half of that would, so 3 damage across to the next one. That's
Okay.
there were 2 there, right?
Yeah. So the one that William was fighting, that one now is dead as you just slice through. You stab with the spear.
Okay.
Just the reverb for the other one. Just
nice.
Cool. And last attack, I believe.
yep.
24 to hit
Hits.
for 11 piercing damage.
Amazing. This one now, just as you like stab it through, just eyes roll back to its head and it just collapses.
So the ones there's one regular bandit and this rogue left,
Yeah. So
is
you
that
had
right?
the 2 armored guards that you were fighting. They're
Mhm.
both down, and then you just have
Yep.
this rogue.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that'll be her turn.
Okay, Dimitri.
Okay, so I can't see the rogue, right?
Correct.
So what I'm gonna do for my action, I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Yep.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna be like, "Bet you can't hit me again."
Okay. And that
Gonna taunt it.
is where we will pick up next week to see if the rogue will hit you again.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, we'll pick up there for next week. Perfect. So until then, we'll see you all next week to see the conclusion of this, and if they ever get to the town. Okay. See you later.